morning. Awesome. Fantastic. Let's do this. So there's me. Today we're talking about strategy systems behind your success. Liftoff Agents, the company. This is our team. So in Bohol, Philippines, this is us last year. So this is my wife, my daughter, myself, Smith, Maggie, and then the team. There's about 20 of us on staff, and we serve about 500 agents across the country. The reason why I'm showing you this picture is because I think that it's important to show a face to the name when I drop names, so you can be like, oh, yeah, I remember this person, that person, whatever the case may be. So our team consists of individuals from like web team, so we make websites, video team, we do video editing, thumbnail copy for YouTube, and social team. Coming soon, just sold, just listed, putting out your content to be able to get more exposure. Get into just a little bit of my story, just so you know who the heck I am. I'm from California, been here for 5 years. I moved to Arizona sight unseen, bought my house because of basically just FaceTime. I literally FaceTime my father-in-law, God rest his soul. He passed away a couple years ago. And basically he said, there's a couple houses, realtor showing us, sight unseen, showed us the FaceTime. We said we love it. So we moved to Gilbert, Arizona, bought the ugliest house on the nicest block. And 5 years later, we've been going through the whole thing. Jason was just there. He was on a podcast that I have called Real Estate vs. Technology. I think we're up to like 550 episodes of interviewed agents all across the country. Mortgage, title, what have you. Met my wife, talking about social media on Instagram. DMs, bro. Like, yeah, it works. So basically she was paying for a bot. The bot literally commented on a post. And I was like, said something back, and then she said something back, and then finally she like connected the dots because it wasn't her at the beginning. And I didn't know either. And then went on our first date. She put me in the friend zone. Her twin sister's a realtor. And she's like, you're crazy. He's super cool. Like, what are you talking about here? And then we just never left each other's side. And so she had family here. And I said, I want to go to Arizona. She owns a tea company. I'm virtual. So we made the move in 2005. Called 350 agents that cracked up a solution that we have here today called Liftoff Agent. Found a lot of agents, are like chickens with their head cut off. 90% of the business is done by the top 10% of real estate professionals, right? So you have a lot of agents that come to classes like this or watching IG Lives or watching the vlog that we're doing, trying to figure out like how to have success, like how to have good goals, set a plan, have an action to have more success, right? And so what we did was we said, okay, how can we help agents be more clear about an avatar, about a system, building the foundation so that they can have more liftoff. So my alias, my name, if you can't tell, the hair, this, Mr. Liftoff. These are the company colors, right? So that's why I have it. Even my toes are painted this color. Like I'm all in. I have Mr. Liftoff tatted on my arm. So I live and die by it. Like the Liftoff truck is outside right now. 2021 TRX. Like, so do you work with buyers or sellers or both? Both. Awesome. Fantastic. Now, when you think about working with buyers and sellers, it's like, what type of buyers or sellers, right? So like, say for instance, if you're going to like put yourself out there, you work with a buyer type, like say, give me a buyer type. What would be a buyer that you worked for? Like, what was their reason? Veterans. Perfect. That's a total demographic. That's an avatar of veterans. You could have guides, maps, and videos all around veterans, right? Because imagine if someone's typing in like VA loans, are you popping up? Are you popping up? As a loan officer, like what comes up? Seller, what was the last seller that you worked with? Reason. What was it? Veteran. There you go. So you need to focus on veterans. That could be all around a website, could be social, could be YouTube content, all around veterans. What do they need to know that they don't know that you tell them over the phone? Does that make sense? So that way you can stop repeating yourself, have a standard operating procedure, and then have a way to be like, all right, I'm going to send you a link. You're going to watch a video. You're going to download a guide. You're going to fill out a form, and then we're going to meet over Zoom. Sound good? Awesome. How many people here has worked with someone that can't follow directions? And how much of a headache was that? Right? So we like to say, what are the systems? What are the standard operating procedures? So your ideal persona, avatar, veterans can follow a process. If you can't follow a process, do you really want to waste your time with them? Probably if you have bills to pay and you're coming from a lack mindset. If you come from abundance, why waste time? Do you add value to their life? How are you adding value to someone's life as a veteran? What do you do? How do you talk to them? What kind of information do you give them? Are you adding value? Do you feel like when you talk to them, whether it's a buyer or a seller that's looking to buy?
It's relevant to bond. I mean, we were able to take a step back in life and talk about our experiences before we get to
right on the battlefield. What happened? When I got in? What platoon was I? And where were you stationed at, right? Who here has looked something up on Google or YouTube before and watched a video? Leaky toilet, how to fix something? Anyone? Recipes, right? So imagine how many veterans could be out there right now that are specifically thinking about buying or selling that you can relate to because of your stories? Could be a good YouTube video, right? So, and then they're like posting content to attract them. I was just talking about that. And then last but not least, let's show you what I'm talking about. So when you think about basically learning behind the systems behind your marketing, is a couple different things. So when you're learning about the systems behind your marketing, it's like identifying what is the strategy. I'm going to go after someone in Phoenix. Fantastic. I'm going to go after veterans. Fantastic. And I want to go after, what are they thinking? So I'm going to keep that top of mind. I'm going to use first integrity title. I'm going to use the systems they talked about and the formula they just went over. And then when I find out those people that are most likely to list, let's find out if they were veterans. Because you specialize in that, you can connect with them, and then you can have content to attract them. Make sense? Right? So that's something that we like to go deeper on, because behind the systems in your marketing is you want to build a system behind your marketing strategy. So that way you have somewhere to take them. If you send out mailers, do they call text you? Do they pull out their phone and scan a QR code? If they scan the QR code, where do they go? That's like maybe a landing page, maybe a website. Maybe they watch a video. Maybe there's more that they could do where you don't have to literally say, call, text, or email me, because you can only do so many calls and texts all day long. The top 10%, that is 90% of the business across the country, have systems and processes, whether it's a buyer agent, a seller agent, they have a website, they have a funnel process. They put people through a system to understand, to save them time, right? So you build a system to save them time. That's why Jason was talking about building a system, understanding your goals, your plan, your action, so then you can then be able to save yourself time, finding out the predictive analytics of who most likely is going to list in your area, and then targeting them, right? So you don't have to have ADHD on like, oh, what do I got to do next? I got to make a call. Okay, great. I got to do a follow-up. Okay, great. I got to send an email. Okay, great. Got that done. But what's the top 20% that moves the needle forward, which is income producing, right? So then setting up time and date to build a system. So we'll talk about you all setting up a time and date so we can go deeper in setting up a system or a process for you. Same thing with you who's watching online or in the future. So the problem behind marketing strategies, 9 times out of 10, is you. Like you just said, there's this CRM, there's that service, there's this service. It's just so much, it's overwhelming. Well, where your attention goes, your energy flows. If you focus on overwhelming, you get overwhelming. Make sense? But if you focus on ease and flow, and you're like, I'm just going to tell myself this is easy, even though it's hard, and I'm just going to get into it. Oh my God, that was easy. My daughter, it was funny. I made some juice for her the other night, and she's sitting there and she's like, Daddy, I need your help. She's playing a game. She's like, I need your help. I can't get past this part. It's really hard for me. I said, here's some juice. And I blessed it, and it's magical. And after you drink it, when you go back to your game, you're going to figure it out like that. What happened? She figured it out like that. It's that simple. We think that it's so much different, but it's really elementary. But we forget as adults that everything's elementary, but we just make things so overcomplicated because there's so many systems and processes and what have you. So not sure what to market to, right? That's the first problem. The next problem is worried about how long it's going to take for the investment. Okay, well, Jason just said barrier to entry, $0. I'm going to give you 100 leads. Take advantage of them. But there's plus and minus to that. Plus is free. Minus that you got to actually invest something in order to have an investment to be able to say, I'm going to make this work. So that's where y'all could charge $1,000 a month. I don't know. I'm just saying, because then people might be more invested because it's not free, right? Just like someone who's watching right now, who's like, I should have been to that event. Well, luckily I'm doing this live right now. So you're good. So it's things like that make a big difference, because worried about it not working before you get started. Oh, it's not going to work. It's too complicated. Or also not understanding how everything's working on the back end. You're like, just how many people watching now or in the future, y'all just like, I don't know how it works on the back end. You just do it. Can I just pay someone to do everything for me and can it just magically happen? Right. Like, no, like, okay, fine. You don't have to understand how spark plugs works and piston rings works and compression ratio to your motor. I like cars, but there's a whole philosophy behind it. And the more that you know, maybe the better you'll be as far as making sure you get the oil change done so you don't blow your motor. And then worried about what other people think. Oh, I tried that. That didn't work. Don't waste your time. No way. First integrity title? No. but they probably didn't work the process. They didn't follow the procedure. They didn't have the system. So this is an event that I just did in September. I flew out to Sacramento. After Sacramento, then I came to Phoenix. After coming to Phoenix, I did an event where I saw Jason with WeServe, right? And so I want to give you an example of how this works as far as systems and like a daily workflow visual. So right now, a big thing that's happening in the marketplace is YouTube passive prospecting. Does anyone know what a parasocial relationship is?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of Parasocial? Parasocial relationship is, who here is your favorite actor or actress?
I don't know.
Who's your favorite athlete?
We'll go Michael Jordan.
Okay, fine. You follow him, his journey, he's inspirational, right? Like let's go with Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, right? Who here felt something when Kobe died? That's a parasocial relationship. A parasocial relationship is building a relationship with a figure that you don't know specifically in person, but you follow them online that makes you connect with them. Make sense? So that's where we build parasocial relationships with YouTube, where you connect with veterans and you don't even have to be there. That makes sense? It saves you time. You block out your schedule, exactly like you said, time block. What do I do on Mondays? Time block. Mondays, video content day. I film my YouTube videos. I have a video week that goes out on YouTube. I have the short form that goes on social. I send it over to my team, done. And the YouTube channel, this one is living in Northern California. So if you want to move to Northern California, because during COVID, during 2020, everyone started to get out of California. I went to Arizona. A lot of people went to Northern California, Sacramento, because we're done. We're out of this city. San Francisco sucks. Oakland, the lockdown. I'm like, I want to take no vax to freaking go get dinner with my family. Fuck that. And so that's why I'm here, right? And so this is the Instagram, this is the YouTube. Instagram has 40,000 followers, and these videos are getting anywhere from 5 to 50,000 views. Advertising what? New home construction. So they focus on new home construction and living in Northern California. Keep on moving forward. Here's a website. YouTube videos feed in automatically. Your number one resource for new builds in Northern California. It'll start scrolling down. It'll show you some call to actions, CTAs, yada, yada, yada. Goes through the process, right? And so from there, as that's playing, I'm going to move on. If someone's wanting to find out about veterans, or someone's looking to find out about VA loans, or someone's looking to find say a title company, they're going to Google top title company. They're going to Google veteran realtors. They're going to Google best VA loans. Are you on the other side or not? If you're on the other side, it's because you're on YouTube, it's because you're on social media, and because you have a website with good resources and information that you thought about before meeting the person, that then boom, it got you the front row seat to work with that person. So this is their website. That's a call to action, schedule a tour. Here's going to be living in Northern California. And the first thing that you see, their YouTube channel, because they have 5,000 subscribers and almost 300 videos. And does anyone know anything about Evergreen content? Evergreen content is content that's always available at your fingertips as soon as you search for it. Fix a leaky toilet, find out how to drive stick, right? Whatever it is. So you'll always be able to have it there. So YouTube channel started to feed Google and boom, there it is. Now let's keep moving forward. Now website feeding Google. So now when I type in living in Northern California, boom, YouTube channel, website being found, keep moving forward. Oh my God, now YouTube's also showing the Instagram account. What are you going to do? Before I call or text anyone here or who's watching, I want to follow the Instagram account first. Who here has looked up a company and then maybe went to their social media? Wanted to find out a little bit about who they are. Wanted to call a referral first or call someone that's already used the service before. People are using social media to find out, why would I want to work with you before wanting to work with you? Or any of us, right? And so that's where if you follow me or follow any of us, or anyone who's watching online or the vlog that we're recording for the future, it's because they want to just feel like, do I know, like, and trust this person? Do I really want to get in bed with this person and have to talk to this person and have a tough conversation because I don't connect with them? I just can't wait to get off the phone. Who's here that had one of those conversations? You're like, I just want to get off the phone with this person right now. Like, you walk away from some meetings, you feel energized. Other meetings, you're like, dude, I don't know what just happened here. And so now YouTube, because someone searched living in Northern California, and because they were posting on YouTube, posting on Instagram, posting on their website, YouTube said, hey, Mr. Potential Customer, go to their YouTube channel and watch their YouTube videos. Oh, okay, shit, interesting. okay, Mr. Customer. So now this is going here. So if someone's like, okay, cool. I looked this up. I found their YouTube channel. I followed them here, went to their website. It's all now starting to connect. So I keep on going. Oh shit. Now this is going to the website. Instagram's going to the website. Okay, cool. What else is happening? Now YouTube sending, or Google sending people to now the website. That's freaking pretty cool. And what else is happening? Now people are on the website. Maybe they want to download their Sacramento suburb relocation guide. Oh, okay, cool. That can be downloaded. What's next on the website? Oh, maybe I want to download the new builder guide. Okay, that's cool. What's next now? Okay, I want to potentially meet them. So someone went from the perspective of Google searching to find all this shit, to download the guides, to build a know, like, and trust, to get onto their calendar. Guess what you have? Parasocial relationship, raving fan. They want to work with you. They've already know, like, and trust you. So there's no chasing and then trying to give your value proposition over the phone, because you're spending all that time trying to build that relationship, which is great, but you could have already done it a year and a half, 2 years ago, because your evergreen content was already on YouTube a long time ago. Just like I connected with my wife. She watched my stories. She saw my social media. She connected with me. Got me my first date. All right, so check it out. So when you think about hyperlocal, this is what's happening right now. These clients here, we drove 67 leads to their website in 30 days. This is going to be Jackson. Jackson and Jesse have channel junkies. 1,800 people went to their site, 67 engagements, 26 phone calls, 37 form submissions, and 4 click to emails because of this site. And we built a custom map to talk all about the area. So imagine if you wanted to work with people that are like VA people, and we built you a website, we built you a map, and on this map, you showed all the military bases around Phoenix. So when someone's relocating to Phoenix because of military, boom, they now know you are the guy and the go-to. Would that make sense or add value? Mm-hmm. Right? When you go through the process of putting out content on YouTube and websites, you will be found like you see here. We also could do blogs. So you have a video can turn into a blog. So you just take all the things that were said in that video and you just put it in text. Easy peasy. And it can be found. Yeah.
Quick question. Do you recommend on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Doing certain videos and having a certain page for each video, right? So, or like, let's just say living in California.
Yeah.
Right. That's one YouTube brand.
Yep.
Another one is Arizona Living.
Yep.
That's another one versus you just categorizing everything by yourself and then having a multitude of videos.
They don't find the channel as much as they find the actual content or video based off search. So it would be a good idea to have one YouTube channel specifically all around just Arizona. Okay. Just like you find like a car channel.
Yep.
Or a makeup channel. Yep. Or a kid opening up gifts or presents and they're getting hundreds of millions of views. Like, what is that? Like, these kids are getting rich off of opening presents?
Yeah.
It's just nuts. And so that's where this can help you, where what we're talking about is like, say for instance, like, and you can even do like single property websites instead of like having like your photographer or videographer do it. And like you can also do stuff like this. And this is where I want to tie it in directly with First Integrity. So you send out, like you go through the process, goal, plan, action, you send out the mailers, you want them to get to that 63 potential homeowners. This is where you can drive them to your website, where the number one way to market to anyone in your local area is just tell them about what's going on. Music in the park, brand new restaurant, check out this for over the weekend for the family gathering, right? So you literally can bring them to your website, first name, email, phone number. They download the relocation guide if it's like a relocation example, or they can download like the ultimate Phoenix guide. The best things to do, right? And then they can go through the process of following you on social media and then next steps. Are you 3, 6, 12 months out? What's your budget? Do you have a pre-approval in hand? Nope. Take it over to the mortgage guy, right? So that way, when you're putting out content all around VA, because that's your target demographic, you drive them to your website, you put them through a standard operating procedure. And then once you get them on your calendar, you know their budget, you know if they're pre-approved, you know when they're wanting to make a move. So that's the systems behind the mailers that would be sent out in a specific farm to go deeper with the process. Make sense? Mm-hmm. Cool. So just about done. So we build all types of landing pages. First-time homebuyer, relocation, upsize, downsize, probate, 1031 exchange, senior living, new construction, land, you name it, even single property websites to agent recruitment. We work with individual agents, teams, brokers. Some of our clients have done 386 transactions in 12 months living in Dallas, Texas, Levi, Elastic, and Travis. One of our other clients did $500 million from 2020 to 2025 with the Florida relocation guide, Adam Hancock. And because he kind of hit it just right, but he just didn't even transact. He built his whole team and he just literally did this and handed leads out to his team and never transacted once, which is freaking super smart. You want to talk about being a boss? That's pretty bossy. Case study. This is Kayla Lindsay, 58 transactions. She's a YouTube coach with passive prospecting, plus she's a real estate agent. 9 years in the business, top 1%. She's in Charlotte, North Carolina. 58 transactions, average new home sales price of $439,000 at 2.6% commission. You only need 3 deals closed to pay for our services.